Okra season is here. Has your family had the chance to make any dishes with this tender green vegetable yet? Many people tend to boil or fry okra, but those seemingly familiar methods unintentionally cause a large portion of its valuable nutrients to be lost, especially the mucilage inside the okra. Today, I'm going to share with you a completely different way to prepare okra. No boiling, no frying, but still keeping its fresh green color, crunchy sweetness, and fully preserving its nutrients. Especially if you want to know the miraculous benefits of okra, don't take your eyes off this video. It will definitely change your health and even your future after watching it. Let's get started right away. First, to make sure the okra is completely clean and safe before cooking, one essential step you cannot skip is washing it by soaking it in a solution of salt and baking soda. Add about 1 teaspoon of salt and a bit of baking soda into a basin of clean water. Stir well, then drop the okra in and let it soak for 7 minutes. This mixture works in 2 ways. The salt acts as a natural disinfectant, while the baking soda helps break down pesticide residue and remove insect eggs stuck to the surface of the pods. Since okra tends to float, you can place a small plate or bowl on top to keep all the pods fully submerged. This is a very important step. It not only helps clean off the fine fuzz on the outside, but also removes all dirt, ensuring that the final dish is both delicious and safe to eat. After soaking long enough, start rubbing each okra pod gently by hand to remove the fine fuzz on the skin. This fuzz may be tiny, but if not cleaned thoroughly, it can create a gritty, unpleasant texture when eaten. Just use your hands to gently scrub each pod so the fuzz comes off. Then rinse one more time with clean water to completely remove any dirt and remaining fuzz on the okra. This step is simple, but it ensures you can fully enjoy the okra, especially when cooking dishes that keep the skin intact. Once cleaned and drained, place the okra on a large plate, add a little cooking oil, and mix gently so that each okra is evenly coated with a thin layer of oil. This oil coating not only helps preserve the bright green color during steaming, but also forms a moisture-locking barrier that minimizes nutrient loss during cooking. Doing this will help the okra retain both its flavor and nutritional value. Next, instead of boiling or frying as you usually do, try steaming. Steaming helps vegetables retain moisture and color when eaten. Just place the okra into a steamer, and once the water starts boiling, steam the okra for about 1 more minute before taking it out. It may sound quick, but that short time is enough for the okra to be perfectly cooked, still keeping its crisp texture and bright green color. Many people have a habit of boiling okra, but that's not the best method, because when cooked in boiling water, valuable nutrients like B vitamins, vitamin C, and the natural mucilage easily dissolve into the water, reducing the dish's nutritional value. Meanwhile, steaming is a gentle cooking method that preserves both nutrients and color. Steamed okra remains bright green, soft but not mushy, and when you eat it, you can still enjoy its natural sweetness and lightly crisp texture that feels very pleasant in the mouth. After steaming, let the okra cool down a bit before cutting. Don't slice it while it's still hot because the inner moisture can escape easily, making the okra tough and less juicy. Just trim off the tough stem ends, then cut each okra diagonally into bite-sized slices. You know, my mother-in-law has been dealing with knee osteoarthritis for years. Every time she had to sit down, stand up, or walk for long periods, she'd wince from the pain. There was a time when the pain got so bad, she had to take pain relievers every night just to fall asleep. Then one day, during a follow-up visit, her nutritionist suggested she start adding okra to her daily meals. It sounded simple enough, but the amazing thing was, after about 2 weeks of eating okra regularly, she began to feel real changes. Her knees felt less stiff, the pain eased noticeably, and she could move around more comfortably. It's no coincidence that okra is so effective in supporting joint health. This vegetable is rich in polyphenols and flavonoids. powerful compounds with anti-inflammatory properties that help reduce swelling and pain in the joints. What's even more special is the natural mucilage, the slimy layer inside okra, which acts like a biological cushion, lubricating the joints and reducing friction during movement. Since then, I've started learning more and experimenting with different ways to cook okra, looking for recipes that are not only delicious, but also preserve all of its valuable nutrients. Next, to make the dish more flavorful, prepare a few cloves of garlic and some chili peppers. Adjust the amount of garlic and chili according to your taste. Peel the garlic and slice it thinly and evenly. For the chili peppers, cut them into small rings. They'll not only add a mild spiciness, but also make the dish more colorful and appealing. Set them aside, then move on to prepping the eggs. You need to prepare 2 to 3 chicken eggs and crack them into a large bowl. Add a little white vinegar to remove the fishy smell and help the eggs smell better. Use chopsticks to beat the eggs evenly until the mixture is smooth. Next, place a pan on the stove and add a small amount of oil. Once it's slightly hot, pour in the egg mixture and fry over medium heat until the eggs are just softly cooked. Stir gently with chopsticks until they are just done, then turn off the heat. Do not overcook, as the eggs can become dry and tough. Now that the prep work is done, it's time to cook the main dish: delicious stir-fried okra with eggs. First, add a bit of oil to the pan. Once the oil is hot, sauté the sliced garlic and chili until fragrant. The rich aroma spreads quickly, creating a distinctive and inviting scent. Next, add the steamed okra to the pan and stir gently to keep the shape and bright green color intact. At this point, season with a little salt and some seasoning powder to taste, then continue stirring gently over medium heat. Once the okra has absorbed the flavors, pour in the scrambled eggs and stir a few more times just until everything blends together. Then turn off the heat immediately to preserve the softness and natural sweetness. The finished stir-fried okra with eggs has a harmonious color, a gentle aroma from garlic, chili, and eggs. The light sweetness of okra, combined with the soft richness of the eggs, creating a dish full of nutrients, delicious, and still healthy. And if you found today's recipe helpful, don't forget to save it and try it out for your family. Or if you have another delicious okra dish, feel free to share it in the comments so I and everyone else can learn from you. If you want more healthy cooking tips, don't forget to follow Tracy's channel so you won't miss any tasty dishes. Thank you so much for watching, and see you in the next video.